Hey, it's JP with Central Idaho Mountain Weather. It's December 10th, 2023. We are looking at scattered snow showers for today. That's going to be mostly up in the Sawtooth Valley, not as much snow falling in the Wood River side. The winds are going to be pretty gusty from the west northwest, looking at 45 up to 45 mile per hour gusts on the ridge tops. Not as windy down in the valley floor. Highs are going to be in the mid 30s, pretty much going to be like that for the rest of the week. We have west northwest flow overhead. Tomorrow we're looking at even less snow showers, more isolated, so it's going to be mostly cloudy with some just really stray storms. Highs again in the mid 30s, moving into more of a zonal westerly flow. And the extended forecast is looking pretty dry. Not too much happening. Pretty stable air overhead and temperatures in the mid 30s. Looking at the long wave water vapor map, we have a ridge of high pressure here where this moisture is spilling over into Idaho today. And what that looks like, I wanted to look at the winds first. Zoom back out so you can see Blaine County here. I'm just going to play this. So you can see winds pick up right around midday and then dissipate fairly quickly, but it is going to get pretty windy out there. Again, that's going to be mostly on the mountaintops. I was looking at the 700 millibar chart, which is for 10,000 feet. So that's most of our higher points. Looking at the HRRR forecast, you can see moisture's already happening in the northern region, the Stanley. And then we have a brief period where it could hit Ketchum and Haley right around now, actually, daybreak. Check the radar here in a second, but you can see most of that band kind of stays Galena, Summit, and north. So it's going to be hitting the Sawtooth, White Clouds, and Lost Rivers and Lemhi's. And as the day progresses, it kind of makes a big shift down into the Snake River plain. It's still kind of hitting those western mountains. And then for tomorrow, pretty much in the clear. Now the NAM is saying is depicting different model. So it's saying most of the moisture is going to hang really far to the north and be pretty light precip, and then start to creep down tomorrow into Monday with this big band of moisture over the Snake River Plain, but touching into southern Blaine County. But doesn't really seem like any of other models are saying that, so we'll see what happens with that one. Overall amounts, we're looking at 8 to 10 inches in the Sawtooth Crest here, with some in the western Smokies, not as much. Looks like the Lost River Range is going to fare pretty well from this too, 8 to 12, and Lemhi's. And that's the northern reaches of the Lost Rivers. All right, let's look a little bit closer day to day. So you can see there's kind of this little epicenter here over pretty much like the Williams area, Williams Peak area, and a little south of there. And Galena Summit not getting too much, just a couple inches. Really going to be kind of a northern event. White Clouds picking up 4 to 6 inches, kind of in the heart. And then tonight it slows down a little bit into Monday, more of a trickle. So valley floors in the Wood River Valley are looking to just pick up trace amounts of snow, maybe up to an inch if we're lucky. And looking out at the long-term forecast, it is looking kind of sad, but we'll put it in play. So right now we're in this west-northwest flow that shifts down out of the area on Monday, and we're just kind of in this zonal westerly flow. And then there's a closed low that forms down here in Arizona. That's not going to really have any weather for us. We have this big high pressure ridge overhead just bringing us real stable air. Probably lots of inversions, so we'll have cold mornings, warm days. Probably getting some, maybe a little bit of valley fog. Doesn't seem to usually happen too much for us here. Just cold temperatures in the valley floor and warmer as you get up to like towards the top of Baldy. And that ridge kind of hangs in place till maybe the weekend, where this trough kind of moves down into northern Idaho. Right now, it kind of looks like it's going to be staying pretty far or just north of our area, but it looks like maybe Sunday night we might get some. Those are looking like nothing crazy. I'd say like 1 to 3 inches at the most. And just keep playing this out. More ridge, high pressure, more ridging, more ridging, more ridging. And there's this low pressure over to the coast of California, but it looks like it's just going to kind of stay in the southwest. All right, so that was the GFS. The Euro is not looking too much better, but it is looking, I think. So we got that cutoff low. Yeah, I was thinking for Friday, it is a little bit more overhead, that jet stream. And this is looking pretty in tune with the GFS, so it looks like Sunday we'll probably get a little bit of snow, not too much. Maybe into Monday. Still ridging though. Yeah, pretty much high and dry for the next week. Not really great for our snowpack. Looks like the sawtooths are going to be faring the best out of all this. I did want to mention with the precip today, GFS is pretty confident that it's going to be, snow lines are going to be down into the valley floor. However, the Euro is saying the snow lines are going to be much higher. Looking at around 7,000 feet, looks like with that. So we'll see what happens. There is a very slight chance of rain. I'm kind of leaning more on the GFS because that's what the MBM model is shown too. So we'll see what happens.